Coming up next, we look at the Century Club 1 726 Berkshire. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel if you're a subscriber, or just welcome if you're new here and came across this video. We're glad you're here. The Century Club 1 726 Berkshire, another Lionel classic using post-war tolling and marrying it with modern electronics. Well, modern electronics for the late 1990s. TMCC was in its infancy, so this engine doesn't even have all the functionality that we're used to even in the basic TMCC engines. Now this is the second engine in this series, but I believe it might have been the first engine introduced out of the Century Club 1. So I have it over there on the layout. We're getting ready to run it. But something you should think about, and it's kind of funny, this engine is almost 27 years old. So probably older than some of the viewers here, which is kind of fun to think about. This engine also, because it does have a Pullmor motor, no speed control, no can motors. It runs a little bit, takes a little bit more to get it going, takes a little bit more finesse on the throttle. So when you see it going around the layout, you may see it speed up, you may see it running fast, slow at other times. It's a lot of fun to try to shoot a video and control a post-war AC motor, Pullmor motor, and it's finding all the voltage drops on my layout. So it's kind of fun. So let's go ahead. I got it over on the layout. Let's check it out. So this is the 726 Century Club 1 Berkshire. I think Lionel did a pretty amazing job on this engine. I know it's pretty much using the post-war tolling, but I think they really dressed it up nice with the gold details, which is something common to all the Century Club engines. There's little flag holders in the front. They got nickel plate trim on the wheels. This engine has a Pullmor motor. It has an electrocoupler on the rear of the tender. The tender is has 6-wheel trucks, so that's very nice. I mean, it's not that different from the post-war model, but it's a very clean engine, obviously, because it's newer. Very nice. It has a puffer smoke unit, 1 chuff per revolution. No tower comm or crew talk. I believe this is the first Century Club engine that was released. And that, if you look in the manual, the buttons for tower comm and crew talk are reserved for future use. So I don't think they knew what they were going to do with those buttons until later on, which of course we know became crew talk and tower comm. So just again, a beautiful, beautiful post-war reproduction with all the modern electronics for that time, which was obviously back in the 1990s. So what we'll do is we'll look at the details on the engine, we'll go through the details of the cars, and then we'll start pulling it out and let it run around the track a few times. Like all the Century Club locomotives, the 726 Berkshire, product number 6-18053, was made in America using original tolling. The gold details, such as the bell and whistle, make it clear that this Berkshire belongs to the Century Club family. The 8 powerful drivers are trimmed in nickel, another detail that is unique to the Berkshire, and it really makes this engine pop. You can find the bold 726 under the cab window, as well as on a plate attached to the front of the boiler underneath the headlight. There is no doubt you're running a classic. The large Lionel line's tender is connected to the engine via a wired tether and also houses the Railson's electronic package. The rear boasts the Century name as well as an electro coupler. The large tender sits on top of two six-wheel trucks. Together, these make a beautiful set ready to pull. Like the other Century Club engines, this has a commemorative Boxcar, product number 6-29226, and it's a must in this train. Has a nice graphic of the 726 Berk, as well as the years that the original 726 was built and the Century Club version was produced. The Century Club inspired 4-car nickel plate rolling stock set, product number 6-21750, is headed up by a 9700 series boxcar with the nickel plate road markings. This is followed up by two individually numbered flats, each containing its own individually numbered trailers. The white lettering on the blue background is perfect for the nickel plate road. And finally, one of my favorite cabooses, the black, white, and red color scheme bay window caboose. It's lighted and has some molded in details, and the nickel plate high-speed service slogan across the top. Very, very sharp. Okay, so now that we've looked at all the engine itself and the individual cars and looked at all the details, let's go ahead and start her up and move her out. We'll take a listen for the whistle, and we'll take a listen to the bell, and then we'll pull her out. So let's go ahead and start her up. Let's take a listen to that whistle. Bell. That's pretty much it. No, like I said, no tire comm, no crew talk. So let's go ahead and move it out. Well, there it is, the Century Club 726 Berkshire, the second in the series of Century Club engines we're covering. And much like I did with the turbine, I brought out the scale 765 Lionel Legacy Berkshire, just to show you what the size differences are. Obviously, there's a lot more detail going on in the... go ahead and shut this down. A lot more detail going on in the Lionel Legacy Berkshire, but I still gotta say, the Century Club 726 really does just harken back to the post-war era. It's a beautiful representation of the post-war era, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video. The Century Club 726 Berkshire. Beautiful engine. And when you put its specialty 6464 boxcar behind it, along with the Century Club inspired 4-car rolling stock set, the caboose, I love the caboose. It just makes for a very sharp looking train. Now in the first video I talked about some of the perks you got, some of the extras. So I have them for this engine, certificate of authenticity, and that does state that it was built in 1997. And then we have some blueprint pages, and I'll put pictures of all three of these and the certificate in the pictures at the end of the video. Up next in the Century Club series, but not necessarily the next video, I think we're going to take a small break from the Century Club videos. I love doing these though. I wanted to do this for so long, so this is great that I'm doing them. But I think next time we're going to clean our palette a little bit, do a video on something else, and then we're going to come back strong with the Century Club GG1. I know there's a lot of GG1 fans out there. I think you can tell I am too. Lionel made another classic, and they also made more Century Club inspired passenger cars to go with the GG1. So we'll take a look at that next time in the series. But for now, I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you punched a like button. Also, comment. If you have a comment, critique, question, put it in the comments section. I read every one of them, and I try to reply to every one of them. And third, if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? I'm continuing to upload content. Got 3 more engines from the Century Club series. We'd love to have you stick around and see those. So, until next time, happy railroading.